a small, quiet town nestled in the countryside, surrounded by thick woods and rolling hills. The sun is setting, casting long shadows over the narrow streets. The story begins with the sudden disappearance of a young woman named Sophia. She was last seen walking home from the local library one evening. Her family and friends are worried sick. The whole town comes together to search for Sophia. Volunteers scour the woods, fields, and abandoned buildings, but there is no sign of her. The police are baffled. A week later, a group of hikers finds a shallow grave in the woods. Inside, they discover Sophia's body. The town is shocked and heartbroken. The police launch a murder investigation. They question everyone who knew Sophia, but no one has any useful information. The town begins to feel a sense of paranoia and fear. The investigators find some strange clues near the grave, an old rusty key and a torn piece of fabric. These items don't seem to belong to Sophia. The key leads the investigators to an abandoned house on the outskirts of town. The house has been empty for years, but it appears someone has been living there recently. Inside the house, the police find a hidden room in the basement. It's filled with old furniture, newspapers, and disturbing drawings on the walls. Fingerprints found in the basement match a local man named Jack, who has a history of mental illness. He becomes the prime suspect in Sophia's murder. The police interrogate Jack. His behavior is erratic, and he seems genuinely confused. Fingerprints found in the basement match a local man named Jack, who has a history of mental illness. He becomes the prime suspect in SOP. The town is divided. Some believe Jack is guilty, while others think he is being unfairly targeted because of his mental illness. Tensions run high. A detective finds an old diary in the basement. It belonged to a young woman who lived in the house many years ago. The diary mentions a mysterious figure who used to visit her at night. The diary leads the police to uncover an old legend about a local figure known as the Shadow Man, who was rumored to abduct young women. The stories date back decades. Just as the town begins to calm down, another young woman, Sarah, goes missing. The circumstances are eerily similar to Sophia's disappearance. The police and townspeople realize they need to act fast. They organize another search party, hoping to find Sarah before it's too late. During the search, a police officer spots a shadowy figure moving through the woods. A chase ensues, leading them to an old, forgotten well. Sarah is found tied up near the well, but alive. The shadowy figure is revealed to be a disturbed man who had been living in the woods for years, completely disconnected from reality. The man confesses to both kidnappings, but claims he was driven by the voices of the Shadow Man, a figment of his imagination. The town is relieved but haunted by the eerie legend. The town tries to return to normal, but the fear lingers. The abandoned house is torn down, and the woods are cleared, but the memory of the Shadow Man remains. Years later, children in the town still whisper about the Shadow Man, and parents warn their kids not to wander into the woods at night. The legend lives on, a chilling reminder of the past.